is the method of images, right? So what is method of images basically? When we have a very complex configuration of charges, right? So charge is there, right? 1 point charge is there, 2 point charge is there. Then okay, all right, we can find electric field and electric potential very easily. But there can be some complex configurations whose charge distribution also you don't know, right? Then finding electric field and electric potential becomes very difficult for such configuration, right? So to solve those problems, we are going to introduce a new method which is known as method of images, right? So in this method of images, I am going to use existence and uniqueness theorem that you are going to study in your higher classes. So in your higher classes, you are going to study existence and uniqueness theorem. I cannot derive that theorem because it requires higher mathematics that you are going to learn in higher studies only. But its properties and its application we can discuss, right? So its properties and its application we can discuss. Now one of such property is, suppose we have any charge configuration. Charge is there on 3 point charges are there, and it is producing a certain kind of electric field in space, right? 3 point charges are there, it is producing a certain kind of electric field in space, right? Now, due to this configuration, suppose by chance finding electric potential is very difficult, or vice versa. 3 point charges are there, electric potential expression is given to you, but finding electric field expression is very difficult for this configuration, right? But its electric potential function is very much, is exactly same as some of the known function. Suppose this 3 point charges is having what? Some formula of electric potential, and you know this formula we had already used for an electric dipole, for example. Electric dipole and this 3 point charges potential function is exactly same. It means its electric field expression also should be uniquely expressed by the same formula. So now electric field expression for electric dipole you know everywhere. It means the 3 point charges should have similar or exactly same electric field function. So that is basically a uniqueness theorem, a property of a uniqueness theorem, right? So many things are associated with it, which is Laplace equation. Many things are there that you are going to study in higher classes, right? But this is the property. This property only we are going to use in many of our problems. Okay, Betty? Understanding or not? So due to one configuration, we have a particular potential function, say, and electric field function. It is very difficult to obtain, but that potential function, it is very much similar to something known, right? And then we'll do what? A little bit brainstorming. We'll do brainstorming that where we have seen this kind of function, right? And then once we get to know that okay, this kind of function already we have seen in some of the other configuration, then the electric field function should be exactly same. So it's like this. Okay? Understanding or not? Okay. Now beta, see whatever I said I have written here, right? So it is a method of images. Okay. Now, in this method of images, there are some cases that I am going to discuss. Number one is force of interaction between a point charge and an earthen plate or long plate, right? So force of interaction between a point charge. See beta, what we have, okay. Now please concentrate here. I'm talking about this. Suppose we have this function. We have a point charge and an earthen conductor, earthen long plate, right? And the question is, find force of interaction between point charge and the earthen plate, like this. Suppose that is the question. So with our known formula, with our known whatever we have discussed already, it is very difficult to find a force between them. Or due to this configuration, if somebody is saying, find electric field at any random point. Find electric field here, means at any random point they are saying, find electric field. Find potential at any different point. Find total potential energy stored in the system, like that. Those kind of situations are very difficult to handle. But see this situation. So in this situation, it is earthed. Means this long plate, its potential is what? Zero. Means potential of this plane is what, beta? Zero. Yes or no? So this is one kind of plane, its potential is zero, and we have a point charge. And now we need to do brainstorming. That in for what other situation we can obtain a plane with zero potential. For what other configuration we can obtain a plane with zero potential on a particular plane? The thing is what?
Minus Q charge.
Two point charges and the difference between.
Yes.
Between.
So you can say if you place minus Q charge at r distance, minus Q charge at r distance, then potential produced by these 2 point charges on the same plane is what? Zero. Now potential, if it is satisfying the boundary condition, then electric field also must satisfy the boundary condition. So you should have same expression of electric field also at any point, right? So I can say that this is equivalent to this, right? So this configuration is equivalent to this configuration when we have point charges Q and minus Q. So that is the equivalent configuration, beta. So here everywhere potential is what? Zero. Okay. So now for this configuration, if I want electric field at any random point, I can just find electric field due to these 2 point charges. Finish. Now things is going to become very easy. Suppose I am saying how much force is acting on this Q charge. Force acting on this Q charge due to this plane. It is basically force acting on this point charge Q due to this minus Q charge. Right? So force between them is very easy to calculate, beta. K Q1 Q2 by 2R whole square. So that must be force acting on this point charge due to this conducting plane. So understanding or not, beta? Yes? Any confusion? Oh, second is, so that what I have obtained, that how we can find out force, and then electric field and potential at any point in front of conducting plane is same as produced by 2 point charges system, right? Now I am going to give you one small question and you have to try it by your own. Okay? So that is an infinite conducting plane which is earthen. From this point in front of point charge at any distance x, I want charge density on the plane. So what is charge density of the plane? That I want. Means sigma at any distance x from the symmetrical center point. Okay? So from this infinite plane at this, तो बस आप लोगों की कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक हो रही है. I think concept आपने पकड़ लिया है. So now beta, what to do? So suppose we have now these 2 point charges Q and minus Q. So electric field produced by these 2 point charges at any point should be electric field produced by this given configuration. So given configuration is producing electric field. Same electric field should be produced by these 2 point charges system, right beta? Now what I will see what is the electric field produced by this 2 point charge system at any distance x. So at any distance x, what is the electric field produced? So now this Q charge, that will have electric field component like this. So that is electric field due to Q charge, and electric field due to minus Q charge should be along this direction. Okay? So magnitude being equal. Okay? And their horizontal component we have to add. Okay, suppose this angle is theta. So net electric field here due to 2 point charge system E, I can write what beta? 2 times EQ into cos theta. Yes or no? You tell me. So what I am doing, I am just finding net electric field at any distance x from this center of symmetrical point. Okay, from the center of symmetry at any distance x above, I am finding net electric field beta. Right? Okay. So it is what? 2 EQ cos theta. So now what is EQ? EQ is KQ by R square, means 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q divided by what beta? R square. So R square means this. r square plus x square to the power 1 by 2. Now cos theta is also there. Cos theta means what beta? R upon this to the power 3 by 2. Yes or no? Yes or no beta? So this expression is basically what? Net electric field at any distance x, and it is towards right. Okay. Now if we have any charge density sigma here, obviously negative charge density. So then due to this charge density also you should get same expression, because once we get some charge density on a conducting plate, then what we should get? Net electric field. So this electric field obtained should be equal to what beta? Sigma by epsilon naught. Yes or no? So this charge density I can write this sigma is equal to, so now you can write, so it is q r by 2 pi r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. So that is our answer. So q r upon 2 pi r square plus x, that is x square to the power 3 by 2. Okay. So that is how we can find the charge density. Okay, buddy? Understood or not? Right? Okay, yeah. So next question, beta. Please try next question. There is a point charge q, and in front of it we have infinite conducting plane which is earthen. Okay, so infinite conducting plane which is earthen, and the question is find potential energy stored in this system. Okay, so point charge is at a distance d. Point charge is at a distance d. Okay, and we need to find potential energy stored in the system. Okay. So dear students, now see beta what to do. So what was the configuration question? I am again repeating. So point charge was kept at a distance d, right? In front of what beta? Infinite conducting plane, right? Now if you compare this question with its equivalent configuration, which is what beta? 2 point charges q and minus q with the equatorial plane, right? So if you compare these two configurations, electric field at each and every point should be exactly same. Yes or no, beta? So suppose here we have electric field line like this. So here you should have electric field line like this. Okay, beta? And some another electric field line, say that is electric field line. So that is also another electric field line. Okay, so that is electric field line. That is electric field line. Okay. So now if I'll say, so there is some potential energy stored in this space. So on the left part of equatorial plane and on the right part of equatorial plane, so energy distribution should be same, because each and every point electric field is same, symmetrical points, right? So on left side, so if I am saying total potential energy stored in this system of 2 point charges is U, so then on left of the equatorial plane and on the right of equatorial plane it should be what? U by 2. Yes or no? Just because of the electric field distribution is identical on the two sides. So now in our actual case, we don't have any electric field outside. So if we are comparing this case with this, so what is the difference? So we have electric field distribution only on one side of equatorial plane if we are comparing with this. Yes or no, beta? It means whatever total potential energy stored in this section, so here in our given configuration, potential energy should be half of this configuration. Understanding, beta? So energy density is half epsilon naught E square into dV, and you are integrating. So total potential energy you are getting or not, right? So when you are integrating on left part and right part, you will get total potential energy stored in this entire space. So total potential energy is what, beta? It is K Q1 Q2 divided by, so K Q1 Q2 by R. So that distance is D, that distance is also D. So it is what, beta? 2D. Okay? So total potential energy stored is what, beta? This. For 2 point charge system. But for our given configuration, this potential energy should be what? U by 2. Right, beta? So it should be minus q square by 16 pi epsilon naught t. Very important case. So which is what? Potential and field at any point due to system of point charge and spherical conductor maintained at a particular potential, right? So in our system what we have, beta? A point charge. In front of it what we have? A conductor, which is earthen, right? So a system of point charge and a conductor which is maintained at a particular potential, spherical conductor. So for this system, if somebody is saying find potential at this point, that point, very difficult to find out. Almost impossible. So why almost impossible? I will tell beta. First, suppose I am saying that is earthen at any distance, say from here, at any distance x from here, find potential. So what you will do? If I am saying at any distance x from here, find potential. Say this question is looking very simple, right? A point charge, spherical conductor is earthen, very simple situation, right? And now at any distance x from this P point, electrostatic potential is required. So that is the question. Tell me how we can proceed it, how we can find out. What do you think? Suppose I want potential, electrostatic potential at any distance x from point P, then how we can obtain it? Tell me. Any idea? Suppose I want potential at any distance x here. So now according to Ojas method. So Ojas method is what he is saying. So we can first write potential equation of the conductor, and we can assume some charge q dash is present on the conductor. So then I am writing the equation then kq divided by x, kq divided by small r plus kq dash upon capital R, that should be equal to 0. That is 0. Potential of the conductor is 0. So by this q dash we are getting minus q capital R by small r. Okay, 1 second. So according to Mr. Ojas, we have obtained this charge. Now I want potential at this point. So potential at this point, I can write it is potential due to charge q. So potential due to charge q is kq divided by x. Now I want to write potential due to charge q dash. So what to do?
Sir, we cannot say that. Sir, because उसका distribution will be non-uniform.
Yes. Okay.
क्योंकि बाहर point charge है,
बाहर
उसके
point
वजह
charge है,
से-
तो उसके वजह से uneven distribution होगा.
Very good, very good. So that is basically the complexity. So we have obtained charge on the conductor, but still we cannot find potential at this point or any other random point. We cannot find electric field because we don't know how this q dash charge is being distributed. Yes.
अगर center से एक plane pass करे वो equipotential होगा और zero होगा उसका
नहीं
potential.
नहीं. So everywhere potential is zero, बेटा. हाँ, पूरा conductor ही zero potential पे है. So entire volume of a conductor is what? Equipotential. So potential is zero everywhere. No problem in that. So then think of some configuration which is equivalent to this configuration. Means suppose I am thinking that there is a charge q dash which is present at distance x, and combination of this q charge and q dash should produce zero potential everywhere on the conducting surface. So then I can say this q dash and q, that is the equivalent configuration of the given configuration. Okay. So if potential produced by this point charge q and some another charge q dash, its a value I don't know, which is present at distance x from the center of conductor, if these two can produce zero potential everywhere. So zero potential everywhere means any two convenient points we can select. I can select this point P and point S. So at P and S I can write potential equation. Potential of point P should be 0, potential of point S should be 0. Right? And from these two equations I can find out this q dash and x. Means I can form the mirror image of this q charge. Understanding, beta? Yes or no? See, beta, I have done all the calculations. So step by step I will explain all the calculations. So now first Vp is 0. Vp is 0. So at point P, so from point charge distance is small r minus capital R, and from the Q dash, the distance is r minus x. Okay, the distance is what beta? R minus x. So potential due to Q plus potential due to Q dash is equal to 0. So this I am taking on the right side. Okay, so that is our one equation, right? After rearranging, so that is our one equation. Then Vs also should be equal to 0, right? So Vs is 0, so Vs 0 means again Kq upon small r plus capital R. The distance from Q to S, so that distance is r plus small r, is equal to minus Kq dash upon r plus x. Okay, buddy? So and then I am rearranging, so I am getting this equation 2. So now I am adding these two equations, or you can solve in your own style. Okay, so I am adding these two equations. What I am getting, Q dash as minus Q capital R by small r. So mirror image of this charge Q is minus Q capital R by small r, and where it should be placed. So this x distance also we can after substituting the value of Q dash in equation 1. So what we can write, we can find x also. So I am getting x as r square by small r, right? So I am getting these finite values. So there can be some situations when you are getting what beta, some infinite values like that. So it's not like for every configuration there must exist a mirror image. It's not like that. It is just up to that we are trying to do like this. So when you find this in some very good books, but then what I have seen, only these two types of cases. I have not seen any other case. So these two cases I am explaining you. Okay, one is infinite connecting plane and other is this spherical connector. So these two cases only I have seen in the books. Right? Understanding or not? Okay. So now by that logic only, just try one question. So although that question is going to be difficult, okay, but this applies same logic. Okay, right? अभी pause है कि yes. Find electrostatic potential P shown in the figure, right? So at point P, we need to find electrostatic potential. That point P is at distance 2 by 11 meter from point where 10 coulomb charge is kept. So here 10 coulomb charge is kept from here 2 by 11 meter distance. So the charge is kept at distance 3 meter from the center. So that is 2 meter. Okay. Battery is also there having potential 20 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay. So just try this question, beta. So here we need to find what the electrostatic potential. Okay. So what should be our method? Our method should be to try to obtain another configuration which has the same boundary condition. Boundary condition means on the conductor at each and every point of the conductor, our new configuration must produce a potential of 20 upon 4 pi epsilon naught volt. Yes, no? Okay. So our new configuration should produce this potential at each and every point on the surface. So what 2 points I will select? The convenient points I will select. Okay. So this question I have solved it. Okay. So now I am assuming that at end distance x from the center we have some charge q dash which is producing 20 volt of potential at these 2 points. Okay. So and then I am writing the equations. Okay. 10 coulomb 4 pi epsilon naught into 1 because total was 3 meter beta. So the radius is 2 meter. So this length is what? 1 meter. So kq by 1 plus q dash by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 minus x. Okay. So this length will be 2 minus x. Should be equal to what? 20 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So 4 pi epsilon naught cancel. Okay. So one equation is this: q dash by 2 minus x is equal to 10. Okay. Same equation you are getting.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now second equation. Here also we should get same potential. So 10 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into 5. Because this distance is 3 plus 2 is what? 5. Plus q dash upon 4 pi epsilon naught, this length is 2 plus x is equal to 20 by 4 pi epsilon naught, right? And on solving, what I am getting beta? There is 4 and this will be what beta? Q 10 by 5 is 2. So 20 minus 2 is what? 18. So same equations you are getting?
Same
Right.
equation.
So upon solving these two equations, we should get the value of x and q. So on solving what x you are getting? Minus 2 by 11.
X वाला बाय.
Okay, so if you divide these two equations, you should get what x as minus 2 by 11, right? Or okay, no problem, beta. It's not about the calculations. It's about the concept. Okay. So yesterday in the night time only I did the calculations, and you can recheck my calculations later. So what I'm getting x as minus 2 by 11. Okay. But here if you are placing some q dash charge, so then this configuration is equivalent to the given configuration. Okay. And this q dash charge I'm getting 240 by 11 on solving.
10 by 18 is 5 by 9.
Okay, okay. So as I said, na? So calculation, okay, no problem. But see the concept. So x I'm getting, then q dash I'm getting. So after getting q, x and q dash, so what I can get, so I can find the potential here, right? So 2 by 11. So 2 by 11 you are getting? Okay. So at point P we are getting what potential due to q and q dash. Okay. So calculations you can do by yourself, but the concept I explained. Okay. Yes. Now dear students, another question. So now next question. So this question I will solve by myself. Okay, no problem. So now the question is about find electric field inside a sphere at a distance r from center with surface charge density given by sigma is equal to sigma naught cos theta as shown. So sigma is equal to sigma naught cos theta. We have a conductor, okay, with charge density given by this expression where theta is what beta? This angle. Angle will say that this line is x-axis, and at any distance, at any angle theta from x-axis, we have expression of charge density like this. Sigma is equal to sigma naught cos theta, and at any distance r, what we need beta? Electric field. Okay. Yes or no? For this configuration already we have done one question in the class. Yes or no? So where we have to find electric field at point C. Now this question is slightly different. We need to find electric field at any distance r from the center along x-axis. So here we need to find electric field. Now what we should do? What we should do, beta? So this question I will explain completely. No worries. Okay. So you just need to concentrate. Okay. So at center C, we already know how to find electric field because we can consider the elemental things as rings. The thing is made up of many rings, and for all those rings, it is an axial point, and by integration I can find net electric field. Okay. So that is the method we have done. I will show you first by that method. So electric field at center I am getting. So to find electric field at the center, I am considering it is made up of rings. So for any ring, charge I can write sigma naught cos theta multiplied by 2 pi r sin theta into r d theta. So a ring with having radius r sin theta and this length is r d theta. Okay. So area of this small strip will be what beta? Circumference multiplied by length. So 2 pi r sin theta into r d theta. Okay, into charges. So dq I am writing like this. So electric field due to ring formula is what? Kqx upon x square plus r square to the power 3 by 2. Means this to the power 3 by 2. Now this is what already, what that is r, right? So what you will get in the denominator, r cube you will get. Okay? X square plus r square whole root to the power 3 by 2. Yes or no? Okay? So this is electric field we are getting. Okay? So and I am solving, I am getting sigma naught by 2 epsilon naught 0 to pi cos theta sin theta d theta. So now what to do beta? This cos theta I can substitute t. So then minus sin theta d theta is what? dt. Okay? And then putting back the values and doing the integration in this way, I am getting electric field as sigma by 3 epsilon. So electric field at the center is what beta? Sigma by 3 epsilon. But we don't need electric field at the center. We need electric field at a distance r from the center. Okay? We don't need electric field at the center. We need electric field where beta? At r distance from the center. Now beta, this configuration is exactly same as the configuration obtained when two uniformly charged spheres are overlapped with their centers having a small separation A. And this configuration is your PYQ question of JEE Advanced, right? So now let me tell you how. So the above configuration is equivalent to this. So the charge density sigma is equal to sigma naught cos theta naught. So this configuration is equivalent to this. Means two solid spheres having charge density rho and minus rho. One positive charge, other minus rho charge. And the centers are separated by a small distance A. And this configuration is equivalent to that. This length is very very small, so it is almost a sphere only. Okay. So how we can say this configuration is same as that? Okay. So that also I will explain. See beta. So charge density I can write first of all. Please see charge density I can write dq by dv. Okay. Now dv I can write any small area into dt. So anywhere suppose I want to write charge density, so I can write what dq by dv. So for this small element, any small element, I want what density. So dq of this section divided by dv of this section. So dv of this section is area multiplied by thickness. Now the thing is area, okay, everywhere dq by dA I am writing that is what sigma. So this quantity is sigma. So sigma is rho into dt. So your charge density at any random angle theta is depending on dt only. So this thickness. So first just think how thickness is varying. Here thickness is maximum, and as you are going up thickness is decreasing, and here thickness is 0. It means here charge density is 0 and here charge density is maximum. Yes or no? Similar na? Sigma is equal to sigma naught cos theta. So for cos theta, theta is 0, cos 0 1, theta 90 0. Okay? Not just only that. We can verify it also that this dt is nothing but a cos theta. So how I can write this dt as a cos theta? See beta. So if you draw from here this line to its own surface, so this total length is r. Okay? From here also you draw the line. Since it is very small, I have shown you big, but actually it is what? Very small. So this length also it is r. Now just draw normal from here and draw normal from here. Okay? So this extra length is basically this length. See bete, these two angles are almost equal because that are very big spheres and the centers are separated by a very small distance. So if you join from here to this is radius, this is also radius. Okay bete? So this extra length only I want. This extra length is basically dt. This dt I want. So I am drawing normal from here. Drawing normal from here also. This is 90 degree. This angle is theta. So this length is a cos theta. So this extra length here should be extra length here. Because total both lengths are what? R only. So what I am getting at dt as a cos theta. So your sigma will be rho a cos theta, and this rho a you can just write some sigma naught. Okay. So this configuration is equivalent to the configuration given. Sigma is equal to sigma naught cos theta. So electric field at any inside point for this configuration and that should be same. Where sigma naught can be written as rho into a. Right? Now how to find electric field inside such configuration? That I will tell. And that is your JEE Advanced PYQ question. Right? So where it was given that we have any two overlapping region, means two uniform spheres are there, they are overlapping, and at any point inside what we want, net electric field. So that is our JEE Advanced PYQ question. Okay. Now how to solve that? That I have solved it by vector addition. So at any distance, suppose that is center C1 of charge density, positive charge density, and that is C2 with sphere having negative charge density. Okay. So at any random point I want what? Electric field. So inside a uniformly solid sphere, electric field formula is what? Rho r by 3 epsilon naught. Yes or no? So electric formula is what? Rho r by 3 epsilon naught. If you remember, right? So rho r1 by 3 epsilon naught, that is electric field due to positively charged sphere. Due to negatively charged sphere, electric field is minus rho r2 by 3 epsilon naught. Why minus? Negative charge towards the center. Right? That is r2 vector. It should be opposite. So electric field. Now I want their vector addition. So rho by 3 epsilon naught r1 minus r2. So by triangle law of vector addition, what is R1 minus R2 vector beta? A vector, right? So A vector plus R2 vector is equal to R1 vector. Here I have written A vector plus R2 vector is R1 vector. So R1 minus R2 is A vector. Okay, bete? So what we are getting A vector. So net electric field I am getting like this, which is constant. So I am getting an expression having constant electric field, uniform electric field. Means the magnitude and direction both are same at each and every point inside. So for this configuration of electric field is constant everywhere, it means for the given configuration sigma is equal to sigma naught cos theta, electric field should be same. Okay, students? Okay. So now rho A is just we can say replaced by what? Sigma naught, as I explained before, right? So rho A is sigma naught, so electric field everywhere should be sigma naught by 3 epsilon naught. So at the center we have obtained electric field sigma naught by 3 epsilon naught. It means everywhere inside also electric field should be sigma naught by 3 epsilon naught. Okay, buddy? Understood or not?